Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Florida. I wanted to make this video 2 days ago, and the same thing happened that is happening now. It's about 5:30 in the evening. We got a tremendous thunderstorm, and I thought to myself, well, this is the beginning of the hurricane. Well, then nothing happened for 12 hours until about 4 o'clock in the morning when the tornado sirens went off. And then that was the true start of the hurricane. Thankfully, everything's okay where I live. Nobody got any damage to speak of, which is unlike the last Hurricane Ian last September when this area was flooded terribly. I did have a couple of plants blow over. I didn't have time to get them into the garage. What happened was I was starting to with sandbags in the backyard by the back door. And then this thunderstorm started, and I never got to make the video, never got to put the plants inside. But what I wanted to talk to you about was what to do to prepare for a storm. And this happens frequently in Florida, so most people have it down pat. What I do basically is try and trim all the trees, especially the ones that are close to the house, to make sure no limbs or branches are going to bang against the house or the roof or near windows, especially the palm fronds, because they're super, super long and they thrash around and they could do damage. So remember the 3 principles of pruning. Anything that's dead or diseased, take off. Anything that crosses over one another, take off. And anything that grows towards the center, take off. So I do that frequently anyway, trying to keep the trees pruned nicely. It's a hard job sometimes. And then what I do is take everything that I can and put it into the garage, all the plants and containers to keep them so they won't blow over. But I ran out of time on Tuesday evening, and that never happened. And sometimes what I'll do is put bricks on top of the containers with soil to keep them weighted down so that they won't blow over. There's a lot of work involved. I have a lot of container plants. I have a lot of trees. They all got soaked. I just hope they don't get root rot because we got inches and inches of rain. I'm sitting in my sunroom now looking into my backyard. And there's some trees out there that I eventually will do videos on. But I just really wanted to let you know that there's a lot of work involved. A lot of trimming, a lot of moving things, things that stay and have their home positions and don't get moved, and then all of a sudden they have to be put away. When Hurricane Ian came through, the plants were in the garage for days and days, and so, you have to think about their light needs in that. Then I prune the trees and the bushes, and I take everything that I prune and I just feed it back into the soil to make the soil better, because what we have here is sand. You have to enrich it. There's no other way. And I tried many ways to do that, to be a soil scientist, and keep my mind always on protecting the soil, especially with the heat. Now, like I said, we got inches and inches of rain. Most of the grass and everything will absorb that, but the containers, you can put tarps over some things, but they can't be kept on there long. One of the best things I've ever done is the huge camphor tree in the front yard, which I love that tree. It's been my savior. A couple of years ago, I went right up in the middle of the tree and took out the whole center of the tree. And I found this out because when Hurricane Andrew went through Miami in the 90s, so many people lost their trees. But one couple, very smartly, pruned all their trees and thinned the canopy out, and they didn't lose one single tree. So I learned a lesson from that. And ever since then, I look up in the canopy of the camphor tree. If I see it needs pruning, I will get up there and take it out. and it's never been damaged in this storm. Apparently, the wind has to be able to go through the tree rather than push it over. And I've lost several rare trees in previous hurricanes that I was just very, very sorry about. So, and today I wanted to be outside and do it, but now we're having another thunderstorm come through. It's been going off and on all day. These rain squalls left over from the tail end of this storm. But I know that we were safe compared to many other places in Florida. So there's still a lot of work to do. Yesterday I spent a lot of time cleaning up, picking up containers, picking up debris from the trees that fell. I mean, not fell, but, limbs and small branches. And I consider that valuable organic material. I don't waste it, I save it. And I use it to create mulch and new soil and compost for my yard. So it took me several hours yesterday to do that. And today I was out there again trying to finish. But I have no right to complain about anything that went on because we're safe. The house is safe, the dogs are safe, and I'm safe. So I will keep you posted on what's going on. But I really wanted to let you know the most important thing you can do is thin the canopy of your trees before a hurricane comes. And so my little dog Sweetness is right in front of me now. You can see me petting him. But I will keep you posted. I have videos in my mind that I want to do. And remember, gardeners always create beauty in the world. Bye-bye.